Hi, good morning tarot community. So today I thought I would hop on and just do, hopefully it'll be quick, but who knows. I'm a talker. I'm a Gemini, I'm a talker. So I thought I would hop on and just do a video of the things I've been doing in January. Kind of a January favorites, but more like a January review. Yeah, just what I've been doing in January. So I do have a list I'm going to reference, so I hopefully don't forget anything. It's not a very big list. So the first thing I want to start with is I actually got quite a few new crystals in January. And so I thought I would show you those. So I got this lovely piece of onyx. It's a yellow onyx. It's I got that. I have been wanting like a selenite, am I saying that right? Selenite stone to set on top of my cards. And so I found this peach one. Can you see that? And so that sits on top of my study deck while I'm studying. Oh, let's see, a few more here. I got this pink tourmaline stone. I'm getting light from everywhere, the window, the lights, but can you see that? And then I have this one, and it's called, they called it a green moonstone, but it's also, it's real, I guess it's a gammonite? Gammonite, yeah. I hope I'm saying that right. So I've been teaching myself, learning by myself, so I guess I'm guessing at the pronunciations of certain things. So if you know the correct pronunciation, please like drop me a line, but nicely, because we're all in a different part of our paths, right? Different parts of learning. So if you've got information to share that you think would benefit me, I'd be happy to hear it. So I did get this, and this I got in the Witch's Moons box, I believe, and it's pink quartz, and it's a nice chunky piece of raw pink quartz. I really like that. And then the other piece that I got in the Witch's Moons box this month. Ooh. So this was my first month getting a subscription box. And I got both the Witch's Roots and Witch's Moon box, which I won't get the Witch Moon box every month, but it was nice. It was, got some fabulous pieces in it. I think this, and so, yeah, those are basically like the free crystal stones that I got this month. And then I got a couple pieces of jewelry. I got this amethyst bracelet also from the Witch's, this might have been the Witch's Roots box, one of those subscription boxes. And then I got this hematite bracelet, there we go. And that came with a deck that I got this month that I will show you. I don't normally wear these bracelets, but I did get a great idea from another channel that I follow, Angel at, I'm going to forget the name of her channel. I should have written it down. I thought I was going to remember it. I will put it in the description box below. The channel that I watch of hers, she does a lot of unboxing videos of the different witchy subscription boxes. And then she does like on Sunday she does like a review of something that she is learning on her path. So I do follow her, but she says that she also doesn't wear these, and to just like cut and tie on both sides and then use them and hang them, like hang them in the windows and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to be making some witches bells this month, this week, hopefully, maybe next week. And I'm thinking about cutting this and tying it on and putting it on my witches bells. So we'll see if I end up doing that. So those, oh, and then I got this, oh, let me see if I can do this. This pendant. It's a healing pendant. I don't know if you can read that. Probably shouldn't have had it on. And yeah, I've been wearing that almost daily with my Moldavite that I already had. That's not new. So those are the crystals that I got this month in January. I have a category of smelly things, so things that smell good. So I got in the Riches Roots on the Witches subscription, okay, so I don't edit, so you're gonna see all of this. So in the Witches Moons subscription boxes, yeah, I got an incense in each, the Witches Moon box and the Witches Roots box. They are called Harmony. And it's nice. It smells like just about any occult store that I've ever walked into. And then I got the Healing Exhale. And this, I absolutely love. I have it burning right now. I've had this burning basically since I got it. Whenever I have time to sit down at my desk and do, I'm going to be here for more than just a few minutes, days off, that sort of thing. So it's not going to, I burn it for a while and then I'll snub it out so that I'm only burning like half the stick, and then I snub it out and then I'll relight it and burn it some more another day so that I have that smell. I really like that. I'll probably be hopping online and buying more from that if they just have it in their store. The other smelly thing I have, and I don't know the name, so I will find out the name. I will link it below. Is and it's still kind of wet, so sorry. This is a piece of soap from Tabletop Soap Company on Etsy, and it's ozone smelling. So it smells like the air, like right before a thunderstorm. And I love it. I saw it go up on her shop on Instagram. I was like, I have to have one of those. She is here in Utah, so not too far away from me. I know her personally, so I was able to get a piece of it rather quickly, and I have been using it every day. So I have it just sitting here because it's wet. I just used it in my shower today, but it smells delicious. All of her soaps have kind of a nerd theme. Not that's a bad thing. I'm a nerd. You can see my Zelda. But some of them are like, some of them I recognize, some of them I don't, just depending upon where you personally nerd. But I still love the smell, so I get her soaps, and I will link her Etsy shop below. Next thing on my list, oh, I did get some body oils too out of the subscription boxes. So I got Release. And you can't see that in these because they're not a clear bottle, but they have a gemstone in there, like I think it was a Lemurian crystal this time, and they have herbs. You can't, I know you're not going to be able to see it. I can see it when I hold it up to the sunlight. Herbs in it. This one came with a dropper, and I have been using this. Oh, it smells so good. Sorry, those are my dogs. Pick Pippin, stop. I don't know if that'll work. Nope, it's not going to work. I apologize for that. I've got 3 dogs. I'm lucky that only one was going, and it looks like he's going to come in and visit me and maybe stop. He's my old man. So he's forgiven a lot because he's like got cataracts and runs into walls, and I think is half deaf now. And if you're not careful on how you hold him, he yips a little bit. So he's just getting up there. And he sleeps a lot now, curls up against me and just sleeps a lot now. So those are the body oils that I got this month. Love those. I'm just going to put some of these stones kind of back on the shelves. So the next thing I have is artwork, and I would have not thought that I would be so delighted with it, and I don't know why. I love art. I love artwork. I was an art major in college many years ago, so I love artwork. The artwork that I got was from the subscription boxes, and I still have them in their plastic because I've had them out. Oh, let me see if I can show them to you. I've had them out. This one's been on my altar. And then this one has been just behind me on the armoire that holds all of my cards. This artwork came with information on a cutting the cords ritual, which is why we got the knife too, to cut cords. Oh, knife, athame. But beautiful, beautiful artwork. Just kind of set that there. We'll put that back up there in a minute. Books that I've read this month. So this month I read The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert, and I do have the second book in this series, but I haven't started it yet. But this was good. I really liked it. To me, it was kind of and I've lost it. It was kind of Fablehaven meets Alice in Wonderland, or and like I'm talking about like the original Alice, where people are out to get her kind of thing. Yeah, but I enjoyed this, and I am looking forward to reading the second book. It didn't take me very long to get through it. It is a YA novel. Let me see how many pages. Oh, like 350 pages long, so not terribly long. If I hold the book far enough away, I can read it without my reading glasses. The print's not super tiny. So this was my fiction book that I read this month in January. Non-fiction that I read, and I don't know, I hear her name causing some controversy, so that's not my purpose. My purpose is just to kind of go back to the authors that people who have been in the witchcraft path for a long time are familiar with, that they reference, so that I have an understanding of those references. So I did read To Ride a Silver Broomstick this month by Silver Ravenwolf. I did find it's an older book, really older book. So I found the history is maybe up to date as some of the things that we know now about the history of witchcraft, paganism, Wicca, those types of things. I do feel like she kind of borrows from whichever path she wants to. And I don't care. I kind of do the same thing. So, but she was very readable. Like, it wasn't dry. she puts little stories in there. It was very readable. And then the other thing that I've been reading is the Arboridium. And I've been reading that because this goes along with one of the decks that I got this month. And so I'm going to talk about that deck too. So I've been reading the book to go with it. I got the book that went with it. And it's adorable. It's cute. Study decks this month. I have been studying the Mary L. If anybody has followed me on Instagram, you've seen I've gone through the entire major arcana already. This is my first edition that's been trimmed. The borders have been trimmed down. So I did each of the major arcanas by themselves, and then I've been studying the minors in groups by their numbers and posting those. I know an Instagram post actually does not even do it justice, and I found the majors really kind of followed a lot of the RWS traditional meanings, but the minors really don't. They're kind of their own thing. But of course, as you're reading, you can do, I mean, you can kind of ignore what the creator has done and follow the system that you know and familiar with. You can follow like a numerology system, or you can follow what the creator's done when it's something a little different. I think that the cards, like, as long as you know what you're going to do, that they will still give you the cards that you need to get an accurate reading, and that's just kind of how I feel about it. But I always do find it interesting to read. So I guess the other book that I have been reading is, you know, the Mary L. guidebook. The first edition, the guidebook, is still black and white. It's not colored. I know the second edition, they did color it. But I like the first edition High Priestess and Hierophant cards. And so I'm going to stick with my first edition. My daughter has the second edition. I've kind of looked at them side by side. If anybody wants to see a side-by-side comparison, I could always do a flip through of both cards at the same time, because I do have access to the second edition, but I do like my first edition. So that's what I use. That was my study deck. So the decks that I got in January that I've been working with are the Arboridium. So these are the backs. So I can get the glare off there. There we go. And these are kind of a matter cardstock. It's just the light that has been, I just got light coming from everywhere here. So I really adore these cards. When you read the guidebook doesn't just come out and tell you what to think, but it does tell you a story about the cards. So I kind of find like they're their own fables. Like each card is its own little fable, and the last couple of lines will kind of give you a hint to the direction, but really you need to look at the fable and say, how does that apply to me? Just like fables do. So I love that deck for this reason. Guidebook is chunky little guidebook, colored, illustrated, little stories. You can see some things are more than a page long. Sometimes they're like 2.5 pages. Sometimes they're just a page, just depending upon how long that fable is. So I'm really liking that deck. Other decks that have come in, I'm trying to look around. Where did I put all my decks? I put them here. So the other decks that I've been working with is, this one I got in December, but I really got it like 2 days left in December. So I'm going to consider a January find. And that is the Antiquities of Magic Oracle. And these are the backs, and these are the fronts. And she made the paper herself and then antiqued it and burned it and did the drawings on it. And I just love, am I upside down? Some of them are. I don't know why they would be. I don't read reversals. So everything really should be in order, but every once in a while something goes reversed. I just love the simplicity of the artwork. I love the guidebook. The guidebook tells you the name of the card and incantation for it, the tarot cards that would go with it. Then there is like the history of the symbol and its oracle meaning. But there is a place for you to kind of write up your own. I haven't done that obviously yet, but there is a place to write up your own little meanings too. And I do like that. I like it. Or ask you like, what does this symbol mean to you? Because symbols mean different things to different people. Sometimes they have really a cultural reference or a religious reference where they really mean something, or like just your own experience can create symbology in your own life and have it mean different things. So yeah. The other deck I got this month, I haven't had a chance to really work with it much, but I'm really excited to, is, you can smell right there, is the Mons Tarot. And this is absolutely an adorable deck. Great quality cards. I could not decide whether I wanted this one or Whispering Spirits. So Simon at the Hermit's Cave was kind enough to do a flip through side by side of each card. So like each Fool, each Magician, and I actually made a list, and I put Monster on one side and I put Whispering Spirits on the other, and then for each card I gave a hash mark to the team that I liked that card the most out of the two, and then I added them up. And so it was kind of I liked the more cards in the Mons Tarot. There was a couple of them I liked equally, probably like maybe a handful that I was like, oh, I like them both the same, but really I liked more cards in this deck, so this is the one I got. I do want to edge it at some point. I haven't done that yet. I've seen some people saying it bleeds, that maybe I need to get a Tombow. I don't have a Tombow marker, so I haven't wanted to ruin it, so I haven't edged it. So, but that'll be a deck that I work with probably this month. I plan on getting that out and working with that one. The other deck that I got this month, I'm just so probably it's been 2 years maybe since I saw Terri Foss's Earthly Souls and Spirits Oracle. And if you've been in the community, you know that she sold them herself out of her Etsy shop. I don't know if she originally did a Kickstarter or not, but she was selling them out of her Etsy shop. She was like hand cutting them and shipping them, and then stopped, and she put them up on makeplayingcards.com. And I looked at them there several times, but by the time I paid for just one deck and the shipping, one, they were smaller size. I like bigger cards, especially for my Oracle decks. And for that cost, I was like, I want an original deck. So I went onto Facebook and I put up like in search of, and I didn't get any hits. And just about a month ago, I had somebody message me on Facebook, said, hey, are you still looking for that deck? And I said, yes, I am. And they said, I have an original, and I'd be happy to sell it to you for what I paid for it. And they even had their original receipt. So that's what I did. I bought it for what they paid for it, plus the shipping to me. And so this is the one that came to me in a drawstring bag and with a hematite bracelet, because she said that the bracelet was given to her with the deck, so she was passing that along too. Now I know Terri Foss has said that she's made an announcement on her Instagram that this deck is going to go mass market this year at the end, more towards the end of the year with the U.S. Games. I don't know. She hasn't mentioned if she's going to change it or not. I'm sure it probably won't be quite this big. I mean, this is a big deck. Let me, so like Mons Tarot, I consider a big deck. That's a big deck. And this makes the Mons Tarot look small. So it's a rather hefty deck. I love it. There's a lot of details in her artwork, and I can see them better in the big cards. If it does go mass market, well, when it does go mass market, she said she'd update us more as the time came. If the cards are smaller and the price is good, I might get a second copy, like that maybe would be able to travel with me better. But I am so happy to have this original deck in my collection. The other deck, is that it? Oh, I did get one other deck. I haven't started using it yet. This is going to be my next study deck. As soon as I'm done with, I'm knocking things over here. As soon as I'm done with the Mary L, I'm going to switch over to this, and it is the Tabula Monday. So I have not done a ton in the Thoth system. So this is going to be my introduction. I did buy the Book of M. Look at the backs of these cards, aren't they? They've got a little, I don't know if you can see them. If I can try to catch the sunlight the right way. The little holographic images. But I have been wanting to learn Thoth? Tell me how you pronounce it. I've heard it pronounced both ways, just like I've heard tarot be tarot or that sort of thing. So, but I'm really excited by this deck. I love the vibrant colors, and I'm eager to learn this. So this is going to be my next study deck. As soon as I'm done with my Mary L deep dive, I'm going to deep dive with this. And yeah, I think that's all I have. What else do I have coming up in February? I should get another Witch's Roots box in February. I'm enjoying the herbs there. I've started to read my nonfiction this month of like classics for me to read to kind of catch up is Drawing Down the Moon by Margaret Adler. And I've already started that. We'll see if I get to the second book of the Hazelwood series for fiction or not. I'm going to be working with studying the Tabula Monday, and I do have another deck that I just got the other day that I'll probably be working with. And then hopefully I'm getting notices that some things might start shipping soon. So I'm looking for my Cosmovisions, my new Prismavisions. I do have my old Prismavisions. I have to decide if I'm going to gift that one along or if I want to sell it or if one of my daughters wants it once I get the newer version, which was matte, so it'll kind of match the new Cosmovisions. And then I've got lots of Kickstarters coming out. Got Witches of Legends, and that creator just got notice that her stuff is like clearing customs or import or something like that. I have an Oracle from Kickstarter that they said is going to be shipping from the Fulfillment Center in China soon. I have some surveys that I just finished. Yeah, so I think I have like 10 decks, and some of them are outstanding, so I'm hoping that they're going to be coming in the next couple of months. Some of them are like when I backed them, I knew that they weren't going to come. I backed Goetia well, back to Notorian Light at the level that I got Goetia Darkness. And I knew that I wasn't going to get both of those decks until like July or September of this year, even though I backed them more than a year ago. So that's totally fine. And some of the decks have had a really hard time with Corona and the postal systems and delays because printers have been off and had to shut down for a while and then back up, and there's been just issues with communication because of all of this. But I've been starting to get more notifications from creators. Merkai Tarot looks like that's starting to hopefully get printed and come soon. Soon, a relative word, like in the next couple of months. Yeah, so there's the Northern Animal Tarot I'm waiting for. Magpie Lenormand. Oh, there's just so many. So I'm excited to see those come. I don't think that I have any other, I'm trying to think of what other decks that I've bought that haven't come. I don't think so. I think all the decks that I have outstanding have been Kickstarter decks. So just waiting for them to finish being published and come. I don't have any other ones in the mail that I know are on their way to me. I got one yesterday, which I'll be working with. The Divine Feminine came from Greece. And I think that's it. So I hope that you guys have a lovely February. I'd be interested to know what you worked with in January, what your plans for February are, and yeah, drop me a line, leave me a comment, let me know what's going on in your lives, and until the next time, please be safe and healthy and find joy in life. Bye-bye.